Shabbat Shalom, join with me, Hine Matov, Hine Matov, Umanayim, Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad, Hine Matov, Umanayim, Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad, Hine Matov, Umanayim, Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad, Hine Matov, Umanayim, Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad. How good it is, how sweet it is, to be together on this day. How good it is, how good it is, how sweet it is, how sweet it is, to be together on this day. Hine Matov, Umanayim, Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad. Hine Matov, Umanayim, Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. How good it is, how good it is, how sweet it is, how sweet it is, to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is, to be together on this day. Hine Matov, Umanayim, Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad. Hine Matov, Umanayim, Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad.
Shabbat Shalom. Hi, I'm Rabbi Wendy Geffen. I'm thrilled to be here this Shabbat with my colleagues, Rabbi Ryan Daniels, Cantor David Goldstein, our rabbinic intern, a student rabbi, Aaron Binder-Kurland, should be in Facebook in the comments for those of you who are there. And we are all so happy to celebrate Shabbat together. I have to say I am selfishly very, very excited this Shabbat because this is not a fake background behind me. I am coming to you this Shabbat, not from my personal home, but from my and our spiritual home, the Perlman Sanctuary at North Shore Congregation Israel. This is the first time. Certainly I have been back in this space leading services since March. And it has been a long separation and really a thrilling and moving and profound return. I look forward to each of my colleagues having this opportunity as well over the next few weeks. We find ourselves in the period of 7 weeks leading up to the High Holy Days. We are now in the second of 7, and each week we look to bring all of us closer and closer and higher to home in the fullest sense, home of our spiritual selves. And we will take that journey physically, spiritually, metaphorically. And we are excited to bring you along with us. So although I am sitting alone in a sanctuary physically at the moment, it is wonderful to be with you wherever you are, as Rabbi Daniels and Cantor Goldstein sit in their homes, wherever you sit as well. We still, separated physically, remain spiritually seated in the fullest sense together. We hope you will join along with us in our Shabbat worship this evening. You can find a link to the prayer book, to our flip book, if you are here with us in Facebook in the comments section, or you're welcome to go to our website, www.nsci.org/Shabbat. And if you scroll down there to Kabbalat Shabbat, you'll find a link for the flip book there as well. We really do invite you to read along and aloud with us, sing aloud with us, pray with us, be with us. Join together with us in every way, and we will make Shabbat holy together. So we move forward in our service, inviting you to turn to page 20 For singing Lecha Dodi, we'll welcome in the Sabbath bride by singing paragraphs 1, 2, 5, and 9.
לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ותפארת ואלי תהילה. כדודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה מראש מתקדם נסוכה. סוף מעשה במחשבה תקיפה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי הורי. אורי אורי שדברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצוהלה. תוך אמוני ים סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Pray with me in the English at the top of page 31. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'ma'ariv, aravim. Page 32, sing with us.
אהבת עולם, בית ישראל, עמך ואתה. תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו, בשוכבנו וקומנו, נשיח בחוקיך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נהגה יומם ולילה. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
Please join me in English on page 37. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you're tired or you're rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all my mitzvot, so that you can be holy for God. I, Adonai, am your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I, Adonai, am your God. Let us sing out words of praise, words of Mi Chamocha on page 40, remembering our people's journey across the Sea of Reeds to great freedom, redemption.
Lai 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 la lai la 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 lai 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 la 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 lai 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 la 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 la. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nehedar b'kodesh, u'ratehi lo tosef eleh, u'ratehi lo tosef eleh. מלכותך רהוב עליך, חוקי הים לפני משה. והליאנו ואמרו, והליאנו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר, כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני. גאל, גאל, גאל ישראל. Page 42 for Hashkivenu. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom ve'amidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom ve'amidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom ve'amidenu malkeinu l'chaim. ve'amidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Ushmor tzedkeinu u'einu l'chaim u'shalom ve'ata ve'ad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom ve'amidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom ve'amidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom ve'amidenu malkeinu l'chaim. ve'amidenu shomreinu l'chaim.
Abraham Joshua Heschel teaches about the Sabbath in his renowned book, The Sabbath, the following. There is a realm of time where the goal is not to have, but to be. Not to own, but to give, not to control, but to share, not to subdue, but to be in accord. Our tradition offers us this invitation each and every week. Each and every Sabbath, we have the opportunity to move out of an obsession with things in space to appreciation of a palace in time, offered for us as a place of rest, a place of restoration, a place of reaffirmation, and a place of direction for how we might live our lives more fully, more in tune with the best of what we can be. When we rejoice in Shabbat, when we rejoice in the Sabbath, this is what we rejoice in, our potential to fulfill these noble goals. Let's join together in that rejoicing, aligned around the best of what we can be, each and every one of us, every week, every day, in every place. Yismechu is on the bottom of page 44. Join with us.
ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקולי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקולי עונג שבת. מקדשי שבי שבת, כולם יספרו, יתענגו מטובך שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקולי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקולי עונג שבת. והשבי רצית בו וקידשתו, עמדת ימים אותו קראת, זכר למעשה וראשית. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקולי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקולי עונג שבת.
Join me on page 53 at the top. Days pass and the years vanish, and we walk sightless among miracles. God, fill our eyes with seeing and our minds with knowing. Let there be moments when your presence, like lightning, illumines the darkness in which we walk. Help us to see, wherever we gaze, that the bush burns unconsumed, and we, clay touched by God, will reach out for holiness and exclaim in wonder, how filled with awe is this place, and we did not know it. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. How often we walk sightless among miracles, the miracles that abound in our lives at every moment, as our tradition teaches, evening, morning, and afternoon, each and every day. We take this opportunity for gratitude, for acknowledgement of the miracles that abound, the small miracles that are great, the great miracles that happen all the time. If you have witnessed a miracle in your life, and by miracle, it could be miracle in the fullest sense, or miracle could be you woke up and saw something new this day. You celebrated something wonderful this week. You observed in the life of your family, in the life of your community, in the life of your colleagues, something that is worth celebrating. If you'd like, you're welcome to share those milestones, those miracles with us in our chat, so we can celebrate those with you. And we acknowledge the wonderment of all of them in words of Shechianu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Shechianu v'kiyamanu v'higiyanu lazman hazeh. We'll turn in gratitude to Selah, our prayer and song of gratitude. Page 58, 6 lines up from the bottom in the Hebrew. Let's sing.
וכל החיים יודוך סלע, 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 סלע. וכל החיים יודוך סלע, 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 סלע. ויהללו את שמך באמת, האל ישועתנו ועזרתנו, סלע, סלע, סלע. וכל החיים יודוך סלע, 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 סלע. סלע, 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 סלע. ברוך אתה אדוני, הטוב שמך ולך נאה להודות. סלע, 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 סלע. אללי, 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 סלע, 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 סלע. אללי, 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 סלע, סלע, סלע.
Our community is brought together for so many reasons. For reasons we celebrate and connect together as community, as a people, as a family of families. And for reasons to acknowledge our own individual particular realities, the ups, the downs, the heights and the depths, so that we can walk along the road of life with each other, affirmed in knowing that we are never, ever alone. And so we take some time together, as we do every Shabbat, to turn our hearts and our prayers towards those in need of healing. Healing of body, healing of spirit, those who suffer from physical illness, those who suffer from mental illness, those who are less than whole. If you're holding in your heart someone in your life, someone you know, perhaps someone you've just heard of, perhaps it's yourself who is in need of this sort of wholeness, this sort of healing, we invite you to call those people to your heart, to your mind, to your prayers. And if you'd like to say their names aloud, wherever you are, and or to share their names with us in our chat so that we can lift them up with you. Join them together, linked as one in our prayers. We turn to Misha Beirach.
Misheberach Avodeinu Mekol Rabracha Lehimoteinu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing. And let us say, Amen. Misheberach Imotenu Mekol Habracha La'avoteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit. And let us say, Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Rofei Cholim. Blessed are you, Adonai, source of life. You bring healing, you bring wholeness, we pray to us all. Amen. Let's turn now to Shalom Rav, page 60.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael amka tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amka tasim leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon v'chol ha'shalom. Ki ata hu melech adon v'chol ha'shalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amka tasim le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amka tasim le'olam. V'tov be'enecha levarech et amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amka tasim le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amka tasim le'olam. Tasim le'olam. Tasim le'olam.
There are stars up above, so far away, we only see their light long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. The stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. As our thoughts and our hearts turn to the memory of our loved ones who have died recently, or our friends and family who have died at this season in years past, we'd invite you, if you're joining us on Facebook, to share the names of your loved ones for whom you mourn, for whom you remember this Shabbat in our chat. As a synagogue family, we remember those within our community who have died in these last 30 days. Jerry Don, Morton A. Friedman, Claire Horowitz, Jackie Jaffe, Norma Newberger, Gail Persino, Kobe Wilner, Marion Wolf, Melvin Warsek, and Noel Zadell. We remember our loved ones whose yahrzeit, the anniversary of their passing, is this Shabbat. Dorothy Katz Allison, Daniel Altman, Douglas Altman, Stephen Altman, Sandra Ball, Richard Barber, Abraham Burke, Jacob Berkowitz, Louis Bild, Harvey M. Blatt, David Brofman, Jacqueline R. Brown, Lori Buckfire, Mildred Cherner, Albert Cooper, Alan L. David, Byron S. Delman, Stephen C. Diamond, Marshall Dickstein, Henriette Domansky Erdman, Abraham Dorfman, Sidney Dorfman, Helen Drescher, Eve Eisenman, Sylvia Lisco, Mark Fahn, Richard J. Fishbein, Shirley Fitch, Joseph E. Fox, Jennifer Black Gable, Lottie Gerber, Seymour B. Glick, Albert Goldman, Toby Goldner, Ruth Goldstein, Sally Goss, Hilda Bacharach Hammersley, Louise Hayes, Marvin Hecht, Florence Bergman Howard, Irene K. Isidore, Evelyn Just, Stanley B. Katz, Minnie Kerman Rubin, Rama Elaine Kirschman, Ellen Cohn, Diane Kupperman, Jerome Lauer, Bertha Berg Levinson, Helen Levine, Alan W. Littman, Herman Margolin, Louis Markin, Lori Marks Rubiner, Jerome Mermelstein, Helen N. Nachman, Natalie Schoenfeld Nathanson, Louise Palmer, Freda Patterson, Robert Aaron Pekin, Alice S. Failzer, Daniel C. Pincus, Bernard G. Pollock, Seymour Samuel Portman, H. Sylvia Preskel, Albert Rice, Sally Rosenfeld, Andrew David Roston, Stuart Rubin, Jennifer Ellen Scheinkoff, Roger Scher, Morris Schulman, Natalie Scher, Anna Hirsch Spinner, Jack Stricker, Liebert Sherrill Tark, Maurice H. Tillis, Bessie Tuber, Samuel M. Weissman, Burton A. Willens, Lucille Yellen, and Dr. Luba Zinger. We remember our loved ones for whom the names we share aloud. We remember our loved ones whose memory live on in our hearts. And we remember fondly this day and every day. Join me in offering words of Mourner's Kaddish, page 294. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, Alma divara chirute v'yamlich malchute, v'chayechon v'yomechon, chaye d'chol beit Yisrael, v'agalau v'zman kariv v'imru, Amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevorach olam ulmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal, Shemei dekudsha brichu, Ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru, Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. Osei shalom bimromav, hu ya'asei shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, Imru, Amen. Zichronam levracha. May all of our loved ones' memories be for an abiding blessing. We say together, Amen. Just a few announcements and words of gratitude. We are so grateful to Adam Rubin for enabling this virtual worship experience for us all, helping with all of our tech. We're grateful to our rabbinic intern, Aaron Binder-Kurland, who is our clergy presence here on Facebook, if that's where you're joining us tonight, helping to facilitate the comments and the reactions there. A very exciting announcement. On August 21st, the very first Shabbat of the Hebrew month of Elul, we are going to offer a parking lot Shabbat worship experience. Seated in the safety and the comfort of your own vehicles, you'll have to RSVP. Spaces are limited. And for that reason, we're going to do it twice. So on August 21st, there's an earlier session and a later. We'll ask you to RSVP to join us in our parking lot for a Shabbat worship experience. Since spaces are limited, we're asking for the RSVPs, and we're going to offer this regular virtual experience as we have been celebrating Shabbat together over these past few months. So both a limited parking lot experience and our regular virtual Shabbat worship experience as we have been doing for these past few months. Cantor Goldstein and I will be with you tomorrow morning at 9:15 for our prayer service and Torah study. Join us there. And at 8:30 tomorrow night, we're grateful for the Weinberg family, for Jody and for Dean, for your children who are actually joining from all across the country. What a cool way for us to experience Havdalah and end Shabbat together. Speaking of ending, let us conclude this Shabbat with a song.
Oseh Shalom, I believe. Bottom of page 294, the last verse. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. La 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 הוא עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.